What up, friends? How is everyone doing tonight? Oh man, I look like a mess. Looks like we got Jacob, Lee, and Giggles in here. What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday night. I know this is definitely like sorry, I gotta fix my hat. It's God, it's so messy. Look like a slob, guys. I'm sorry. Didn't get ready for y'all, but guys, welcome. I know this is kind of a weird time for me on a Saturday night. Christmas show. Oh no. So also, like, I feel like a mess. Like the ribbon we started and kind of forgot about. So I promise you guys, hopefully by Tuesday stream, it'll be nice and wrapped up. But yeah, you know, it's a work in progress. But thank you, Kraken man. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Man, I'm so excited. All you guys are here. Happy Saturday night, guys. Listen, a lot of kind of stuff happened tonight, huh? And we got both the Jacobs in here. What's up, guys? It's always a treat when we get double Jacobs. Day was good. The reason I'm streaming early right now is because I got up at like 5:30 this morning to go golfing with some buddies, and my streams Saturday nights are usually like what is it, like 4.5 hours from now? But I wanted to get it early in case I just like pass out, because you know, we're getting some good food for dinner, and you know, just I think being fatigued plus eating a lot of food might put me to bed. So I want to just do a quick little stream, make sure we get everyone's you know, questions in, talk about everyone's lineup, and see what's up. Jacob, exactly. I was just gonna talk about it. Mexican got placed on AR. We didn't predict that, but in the last few streams, we were saying, hey guys, like, there some people who've been placed on IR for like, you know, 3 days, or sorry, 3 weeks. They've been honestly extended a lot longer than that. So we're a little bit worried about Mixon. I am a Mixon owner in 2 leagues, which is rough, but yeah, Krakenman, I'm glad. I know that 12 a.m. Pacific time doesn't work for everybody, but all right, let's see. Blue Crew, what's up? Welcome. Okay, so 0.5 PPR. We're starting Thielen and T. Higgins at wide receiver, Kamara and Zeke at running back, Claypool at flex, sitting Godwin, Cup. I love it. You know, the only potential change I would make is maybe McKissick and Zeke, and I know that's a little hard to say, but I like the lineup you have. It's a very solid lineup. Giggle says, do you think Jonathan? I do, you know, and I don't always, like, I feel like I've been saying he's gonna have a bounce back game every week since like their bye. Here's the thing, is like, JT, you know, we always talk about him, and I really like it. I've done a lot of homework on him, and it's tough, right? It's, if he gets going, go ride with him. The Colts are in a spot right now where they're sitting really pretty at the very top of the division, and their focus right now is to win. So it's not that like JT is like so horrible, because I see a lot of people already call him bust. It's more so that like Hines literally was playing at a god tier level, and like if that's gonna happen, you might as well go with him, right? So that's what happened. Ambi, what's up? MT or Boyd 0.5 PPR? Boyd is probably a little bit safer. We've seen Boyd produce. MT has not produced so far, right? And you're right. Taysom Hill scares me too, because we don't know what he's like as like the actual quarterback. We know what he's like as a gadget quarterback, and you know, half the time he just takes the ball and does a QB option and runs it, right? So we don't really know what's gonna happen with that. Obviously, MT is MT. Always has a chance to blow up and go off, but I don't really know that we can trust him, especially if you're in a tight spot for a win. Boyd has been playing really well, very solid, very consistent. You know, don't start MT just because of the name. Go with a guy who's been able to give you the production. Jacob says, so many injuries on the RB position. Oh, for sure, so many. I wish I got Taysom Hill. I got him one league. I'm so happy. We were talking about this because I had Taysom Hill on my waiver wire pickup this week, and I was like, guys, listen. If you don't have a great tight end, go for him, because his floor is as low as any other tight end that's out there. I got him lucky in one league, and I'm pretty happy about it. It's the league where I have a Hail Mary right now, and I really need to score some points. So surprisingly, somehow my team is still kind of trash, and I'm only projected to go above by 10 points, even with Taysom Hill at a QB at tight end. I got Giggle says Logan Thomas or Gronk. Gronk's gonna give you the ceiling, right? I prefer Gronk because Logan Thomas I feel like has like pretty mediocre floor. MB says I can't trust MT with Taysom. I would rather see MT. Oh, for sure. Just see what it is, but like I'm not sold that Taysom Hill is like a starter quality QB just yet. Baroon, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. Baroon says pick 2 for 1 wide receiver spot and 2 flex spots. Okay, so we got Jacoby Myers, Burkhead, Rojo, Michael Thomas, Godwin, and Claypool. So out of those, I like Myers. I like okay, so we're doing 1 wide receiver spot and 2 flex, right? I like Myers. I like Claypool, and I may go. That's a tough one. I want to say Burkhead, but I don't really trust Patriots running back, so I would flip a coin probably between. Oh man, Godwin might be able to get you a safe floor with a potential for a touchdown, so I would maybe actually go Godwin here, purely just on talent. You know, Rojo's gonna have a tough matchup. If he starts slow, he's gonna get in the doghouse, and he might, you know, lose all the touches to Fournette. Burkhead, again, like he's been going off, and I do like his matchup a lot this week. There's a Patriots running back trap, you know, that we don't want to deal with. Safe, even though I don't like Godwin's matchup that much, she might be the safest here. I would probably choose Godwin or Burkhead. Here's the thing: Burkhead and Rojo both have they have the ability to go off, as we saw, right? Rojo went for like 150 plus yards last week. Burkhead has been going off the last 2 weeks, but there are concerns with those two. So it really depends on if you want to, you know, shoot for the stars or if you want to go for a floor. All right, Giggles, man, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night and good luck tomorrow, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Ambi says pick 2 QBs for rest of the season: Newton, Wentz, Stafford. Out of those, I think I like. If we're trying to go for points, Ambi, I honestly kind of like Newton and Wentz the most because to me, they have the higher ceiling. You know, Stafford I've just never really liked Stafford as a fantasy quarterback that much, so I'm a little bit worried about him. Yui, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. Yo. Inceptivus is in the house too. Should I stream the Chargers D instead of the Ravens D this week? Good question. Both are very good, right? I'm not concerned about the Ravens D just yet, but they did put up somewhat of a dud last week. Let me just make sure, because the Chargers are playing the Jets, correct? I have the Chargers ranked a little bit higher here. Even though I'm starting to get a little bit higher on the Jets D. Like, I'm not always gonna say they're the worst D in the league, or sorry, the worst O in the league, even though they're still pretty bad. I think you gotta play matchup here, and I think the Chargers have a little bit better of a matchup in Septimus. But Rune says QB, Cousins or Teddy's. I don't think Teddy's gonna play, man. Let's look at Teddy. Let's look up Teddy's latest injury update. I don't think I don't think Bridgewater plays, man. The thing is, Cousins has a good matchup against the Cowboys, but it's almost too good of a matchup where they just might run the crap out of the ball with Dalvin Cook. That's my only concern. I think Cousins still has a better matchup. I don't think Teddy plays Varun. Rugby, what's up, man? How you doing? Do I sort of play it safe with Connor or risk it with LaMichael Pirine? Hey, that's good, right? Here, so let's look at Connor really quickly. It seems like a lot of people are down on Connor, and to me, Connor didn't he only have one bad week? Let's see. James Conner. Also, sorry guys, I'm really excited right now. Let me know if I'm just like yelling and I'm all up in your ears. I will tone it down. I just have a lot of energy. Okay, so he's had 2 sort of bad games, right? I still think you go what is going on with him? He's had 2 bad games. I say you go with Connor here, right? Because to me, even though Pirine is supposed to be getting the majority of the touches this week, his like sort of average so far is kind of like James Conner's low, right? I think you go James Conner here, man. Ambi says, Ricky says Swift injury. Yeah, Swift, ooh, that's tough. All these injuries, you know, Swift, Mixon just kind of coming at us like very, very last second. It kind of sucks. Let's see, where are we at? Are the Vikings a good streamer gets over the... So, yeah, Vikings are definitely very tempting, right? I did have them as a pickup for the week, but for... I like the football team a little bit more. I do like the football team a little bit more here. You know, the thing is, they have some sort of a risk because, to me, I rank them high because I think they're going to get a lot of sacks. That's where I think we're going to make the money with the football team. I just don't like, even though the Vikings are playing Dallas, I'm not a huge fan of their defense, even though they're playing one of the worst offenses in the league. Inceptivist says start 3, Robert Woods, AB, Deontay Johnson, Devontae Parker, and Jalen Reagor. Great set of guys. So one of the guys I will say is I like Johnson here. So let's go Johnson. We're going to go Johnson. Let's see. I think I like, let's see, so we have, sorry, I need to catch this. So Robert Woods, Antonio Brown, let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Jalen Reagor. So I think we go, Deontay, Parker, and Woods here at Septimus. That's my thoughts. Ewing says trade deadline was yesterday, and because of homework, I missed getting on Swift and Judy for J-Rob and Harris. Oh, that's rough. But I feel like Swift will be better. Yeah, I mean, so you were gonna give Swift and Judy for J-Rob and Harris. Swift, you know, if he has that uptick, I think he's gonna be great for the rest of the season. If you miss it, don't even stress about it, man. Arun says 1 wide receiver, 2 flex PPR, Hunt, Moore, Chark, Myers, Fuller, Higgins. I go Myers, I go Hunt, and I go Higgins. Fuller / Higgins. Burke, what's up, my man? AJ Brown, J-Rob, or Higgins tomorrow? I got a lot of backlash. I'm not a big fan of AJ Brown's matchup tomorrow. That's my thing. Higgins is obviously going to be, you know, Higgins is going to be your safest bet. I still think J-Rob's going to be okay, right? I would probably go J-Rob or Higgins, whatever you're more comfortable with. I know we've talked about it a few times, Burke, and I know you're not a big fan of J-Rob. So if you don't like him, just go Higgins, you know? Higgins has been very, very solid for us, been giving us those double-digit points for a very, very long time. You know, obviously any of them can bust, but I like Higgins. He has probably the safest floor. I still like J-Rob. I'm not a big fan of AJ Brown tomorrow. Zero Destroyer, what's up? Who should I start? I have one spot. We're going AB, AJ Brown, Deontay Johnson, or AB. Out of those 4-0, we're going to go Johnson here. I have him, I think, as my start of the week. I really like his matchup. AB has a tough matchup, and he's sharing a lot of targets between himself, Godwin, and Evans. AJ Brown, I really don't like his matchup. And Michael Thomas, you know, he hasn't been performing with Drew Brees, and he's got Taysom Hill tomorrow, so it's a big question mark. Yeah, Break says everyone gets some input. Yeah, guys, hey, if there's a question out there and you guys are like, yo, I feel super, you know, passionate about this answer, go ahead and answer. Go ahead and answer. This is, you know, a complete viewer, streamer, whatever, it's a community chat. Ricky says, should I be concerned with Hopkins? No, he's not the wide receiver one fantasy from a fantasy perspective that I would like him to be, but he's still the #1 option and he's still one of the best wide receivers. Unfortunately, you know, being a really, really good wide receiver in the NFL doesn't always produce a fantasy, but it's, you know, you drafted him high. He's probably one of your best, you know, he's your stud. You can't worry about, you can't worry too much about him right now. Ricky also says, Brick says, I don't think so. Great. Ricky says, what do you think about my right wing back there? Pirine, Connor, Chubb, Swift, Gallman. I think that's okay. You know, Chubb I love. Swift and, you know, Connor should be okay, right? So I feel okay about those two. Swift should be fine as long as he still gets the majority of the touches and doesn't go back to splitting. Gallman is, you know, okay. he's going to be good for like 50, 60 yards plus a touchdown, which is a great, like, you know, RB3 flex. But we'll see what happens when Devontae Freeman comes back. And P. Ryan, you know, we got to wait. We got to wait for him. Burke says, looks good. Shooter says, Logan Thomas or Austin Hooper. What's up, Shooter Q? Logan Thomas, if you want sort of like a decent floor. Austin Hooper should be back and involved in the mix this week. He really wasn't last week. I think he got like, what, 2 or 3 targets, but it was like pretty bad weather with wind, and they just relied a lot on the running game. I think Austin Hooper was always going to have the higher ceiling, but I do like Logan Thomas because his floor has been steadily going up. He's been getting about, you know, 6 or 7 looks every game from Alex Smith, or like, you know, in general, but even with Alex Smith. So I think he has a decent floor for like that, like 40 to 60 yards, maybe like 4 receptions. Ethan Scott, what's up, my man? Should I drop Fournette, Edmonds, Devontae Parker, or Lazard for handcuffs? I have Henry and Jacob. I don't really think you need to drop them, man. Ethan, like, who would you be dropping for? Because those are some good handcuffs / like playable guys. I don't think you need to drop them. Let us know, and let's see who else you have, because it'd be good to compare those guys to be dropped for, you know, who else. Jacob Milan says, I have CMC, Mixon, and DeAndre. Oh boy, rip in the chat for Jacob. Jacob number, you know, we'll say Jacob 1 and Jacob A, right? That's tough. That's really tough. Shirikyu says James Robinson or Duke Johnson. Shirikyu, James Robinson 100%, just because he's your stud, he's your volume. I do not like, you know, everyone who's been here in chat, they know I do not like Duke Johnson. Ricky says, which wide receiver do you think is a better pickup, Slayton, Mike Williams, or Pittman? I think Pittman has the most upside, right? Slayton isn't the number 1 option there, and there's some question marks with Daniel Jones as like a passer. He's not the number 1 option. Mike Williams is very, very boomer bust, you know? So we know exactly what Slayton and Mike Williams looks like. We think we know what Pittman looks like. He had a team high in targets, went over 100 yards, very, very close to scoring a few times, right? So I think Pittman has a high ceiling. Obviously, a lot of that's going to depend on Rivers, right? Is Rivers, like, how is he going to be? Is he going to be okay? But I think Pittman definitely has the highest upside here. Inceptivus, hey, appreciate the help, man. Hey, thank you for coming through. You know, I know you're here a lot, so keep on bringing the good questions, man. I hope, you know, what I tell you helps you tomorrow. Yui says I was getting Swift. Wait, at least I didn't get him, right? Jacob says, yeah, injury. What is that? Is that an injury, like, emoji? Kind of like salty I got injured? I'm very salty for those, yep. Krakenman says, I'm thinking of pivoting away from Arwoods in 3 different leagues because of matchup. My options in those leagues are Jay Crowder, Jacoby Myers, Antonio Brown. You could. Hey, you have every right to do that, right? And here, let's look at Woods. Woods, I know, like, Woods is also what we would call a stud, I believe, right? He has been... Okay, well, he's been pretty good throughout the season, honestly. Only 3 games where he hasn't scored double digits. I think you have every right to be like, if you don't feel comfortable with the matchup, I 100% agree with you. The only reason he's high up in rankings purely based on talent and his usage, right? He still gets a lot of targets, right? We should expect somewhere between like probably like 5 to 10 targets. I know that's, I mean, well, let's say like 6 to 8 to like bring that down a little bit, right? I really like Myers. I like Myers a lot, and you know, if you wanted to play Myers over Woods, I do not blame you at all. Inceptivus, how do you feel about JD McKissic? Oh, as a running back 2 for the rest of the season, I love him. Hey guys, you know, if you've been here for a while, everyone knows I've been drooling over McKissic for I think 4 or 5 weeks, right? You know, after Alex Smith became the starter, his value shot up, okay? You know, the thing with Gibson and McKissic is you have to think about the games, right? If they're going to be up a lot, if they're going to be up ahead a lot, Gibson's going to get a little bit more. But McKissic, man, he gets the targets. He gets so many targets. I think he's going to be a great RB2 flex the rest of the season, 100%. MB says Gio MTS flex 0.5. I like Gio a little bit just because of the... You know, it's just because of there's so much question marks with MT right now. I think Gio is a safer bet. And guys, who would have thought that we'd ever say Gio over Michael Thomas, right? Let me know what you guys think of, like, in the chat for that Gio versus MT. I know that's a really bold statement to say Gio, but I like Gio a little bit more. Goddard or Hooper? You can't go wrong with either. I'd probably lean Goddard a little bit more. Ricky says, I like Slayton's schedule. Hey, I like it. You know, I think it's completely fine, but again, he's not that #1 option, right? That's the only thing. Ben or Cam, I need the upside to win. Only because the Steelers are either going to pass heavy or run heavy. I don't know if I can play both Ben and Connor. Hey, Rickety, Cam is my QB start of the week. I like Cam a lot. Reason being, so, you know, obviously Ben is a great quarterback, and you're completely right. Are they going to run? Are they gonna, you know, pass it? I think they both have upside, right? But I think Cam is facing a really, really soft run defense. The Texans linebackers are not good. They're really, really not good. So I think that's gonna play to him a lot. And I think this is a good week to start Cam, and on paper he should be really safe. Keegan, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Sorry, I just got to your question. Hey, anyone who's here asking questions, I will get to every single one of your questions, but I just want to be able to give a little bit of explanation to my thoughts. More Gio at flex. I like Gio. Gio had, you know, he's had 1 or 2 bad games, but otherwise, I mean, those were against really tough defenses. Otherwise, I think he averages like 15 plus in PPR, so I do like Gio a lot. Ernest, what's up? How are you? Den P, yo. Den P, welcome back. We missed you, man. We missed you so much. We were just talking about you last stream. How you been? I'm not, you know, obviously not offended at all that you're here, and that's not even break stars catches. But I'm sure you've been really busy, and that's what we were saying. I was telling, you know, Burke was here, Sam was here. We're talking about how we know you have those late night shifts. So, hey, welcome back. Well, we missed you and got to see you in here. Benjamin, what's up? Welcome. All right, let's see, where are we at? So, okay, so Ernest, hello as well. Good to see you, my friend. Cracknut, Leonard Fournette, Rex Burkhead, Cam Akers, or Allen. Ooh, that's a tough one. Eileen Lazard or Rex, I think. Probably go Burkhead, even though I said earlier, you know, there's always going to be the question of whether or not he's used a lot because, again, it's Patriots running backs. But is Sonny Mitchell coming back this week? Let's see. What's Sonny's? Is he supposed to play? Because if he doesn't play, I definitely would go. Is he gonna play? I don't know if he's gonna play. I would probably go Rex out of that group. Is Jacobs an RB1 this week? Oh, I think so. I think Jacobs always has an RB1 upside. MB says, I have both Goddard and Hooper. Should I drop Hooper for Reed? I wouldn't. You want to keep 2? Oh. You might honestly be able to play Reed. I kind of like Reed a little bit over those 2 guys right now. Hooper, I think, you know, there's a good chance he gets those targets back, right? But it wasn't great last week. Where does Cleveland play? Does Cleveland play at home this week or Browns schedule? Let's see. What's good with the Browns this week? The Browns play this. So the Eagles are at the Browns, right? And let's pull up weather.com. Man, I don't think we've ever looked up weather.com, right? God, I just typed in Browns and weather and it said no results found. All right, Cleveland, Ohio. Let's see what the weather is, because we got to be careful if it's rough tomorrow. So tomorrow's supposed to be 45 and 100% of rain, so that's probably okay, I think. Winds at 12 miles per hour. Sunday night it's 17 miles. I honestly think maybe Reed is a play here, but I don't think Reed is gonna last very long, I guess what I'll say. Burke says you think Jacobs is every week. Yep, for sure. DNP, yep. In PPR though, Ernest. Yeah, no, I think so. It doesn't, like, it was someone like him who gets 20 to 30 carries. I wouldn't worry about PPR that much. Ben, yeah, Edmonds got your TD. Yeah, did you end up starting him this week? I think we talked about him before the Thursday night game, right? DNP says sold my house. Let's go, yo. Big, what do we do? Big, let's get some ones in the chat for DNP for selling the house. I remember you telling us about that. That's really exciting, my friend. Congratulations. Yo, what can you tell us about your new house? You know, without disclosing too much, like upgrade, downgrade, downsizing. What made the switch from the old house to the new, Den? Ernest says, who's better, Sanders or Jacobs in PPR? Ernest, are you talking about just this week or like in general? I guess in general, my only worry is that I know, I think I read a reports of the coaching personnel or the coaching staff saying that maybe Sanders is gonna be utilized more in like a committee. So I really like Jacobs. That's someone I've been saying to buy low for a few weeks up until he started like blowing up a little bit more. They've got a pretty decent schedule, so I do like Jacobs a lot. Crackman says Teddy is likely out. Allen's on a bye. Zhou on the waivers. This is gross. Dalton versus Minnesota. Locke versus Miami. London versus. Oh man. Oh buddy. Okay. So I don't like Flacco. I don't like London against Pitts. I mean, man. Out of the matchups, you have to go Dalton, right? I'm not a huge fan. Is there anyone else, like any other like Kraken man? List the rest of your starters on there, because that's a tough one. Out of those, if we played matchups, I would have to say Dalton, right? And oh yeah, you're right. Reed is on a bye. Honestly, all those guys are in this sort of the same tier as me, right? They should be getting somewhere between like 5 to 8 targets a week and be able to be used a lot. I think we all like Reed, right? I think Reed has a little bit of name factor into him too. I think it's honestly who you like. I really think they're all like, to me, they're all very, very similar. I do think Goddard and Hooper might be on a slightly better offense and might have a little bit more opportunities. Reed and Hooper might be more of the main targets for their respective QBs. It's really a toss. Chat, what do you guys think? Reed, Hooper, and Goddard if you guys had to choose two. Cracknut, remember to leave a like. Hey, remember to leave a like, guys. Hey, it's not gonna happen. If we hit 200 subs or 50 concurrent viewers, we're doing either a shot on stream or another beer chug. For any of you guys that missed, I mean, some of you guys missed it, some of you guys were here. We did do a beer chug because we hit 30 concurrent viewers. What was it, on Tuesday night? Really random. We were doing this waiver wire camping stream, just staying up until waiver wires cleared, and we hit 30, guys. We hit 30 and we chugged a beer at 12:30 a.m. in the morning when I had to work the next day. So it was really fun. I loved it. But those are our next goals: 200 subs by the end of the weekend or 50 concurrent viewers. MB says I want to keep 2 cents out of Hooper, Reed, and Goddard and Reed. Me personally, I think Hooper and Goddard is what I'll say, Ambi. I think I like them the best. Den says you moved from a 3-bedroom to a 5, major upgrade, all new renovation, amazing house, about 15 minutes to night. Oh wow! Hope you get some Bills game night. Yo, that's awesome. Yo, congrats, everyone. Is like huge. Please congratulate Den. That's huge, man. And hey, man, you've been working those late hours, 6 to 6. I don't know if you get that overtime or those like late hour shift money, but man, that's congrats. Very happy for you, man. I'm excited. Listen, whenever we hear this stuff about our viewers, this is all good stuff. And hey, we're a little community on our own. So whether it's getting a new job, graduating out of high school, middle school, or getting moving into a huge house, that's great, man. Congrats, Den. Big shout out to you. Jackie says, I seriously don't understand why they don't rule mix enough for. Yeah, right. It's annoying. I'm really annoyed by that. I have Tim in 2 leagues. It's not fun. Den pieces, Alex Smith or Flacco. Go Alex Smith. Honestly, I like Alex Smith a lot more. I have him as a pickup this week as sort of a stash. But the dude's passing it. He's passed for, so what is it, 700? I remember the stats. It's 715 yards over the last 2 weeks. And last week he threw for 55 times. He's a check young king, man. And go Alex Smith here. Jackie says, I know for a fact if I cut him, someone else is going to sag him and he's going to come. I know, that's what I'm worried about. This is literally, Jackie, fantasy owner, like, worst nightmare is having to, like, it sucks. I don't blame you. Min says, can you rank Fournette, Damian Harris, David Montgomery rest of the season, PPR? Yeah, so rest of the season, for what we know now, I would have to probably say Montgomery, Fournette, Harris, strictly based off of the fact that Montgomery is a lead back, okay? like if you haven't been in chat for long, people know I really don't like Montgomery. Okay, I don't like the Bears offense. I don't like how they use. Out of those three, Fournette and Damien Harris they're the better runners for sure. Okay, the reason, I mean, again, like I said, the only reason I say that is because Sonny Mitchell just got activated off IR. He's gonna come in and he's gonna throw a wrench into that Patriots backfield. And Patriots backfield, as we all know, it sucks. It sucks to own a piece of. Fournette, I like a lot as well, but it's gonna be a little, you know, what do you call it? The seesaw with who gets it, right? Rojo should be the starting back, but Bruce Arians is bipolar, so we don't know who he's gonna pick. So because of those two question marks between Fournette and Damien Harris, that's why I ranked Montgomery first, Fournette second because he's second in line, but Damien Harris, he's gonna have to go through Sonny Mitchell, he's gonna have to go through Rex Burkhead and Cam Newton, who's essentially a running back. Cracknut, I'm new to the streams. How often do you do this? I usually do this about 3 to 4 times a week, Cracknut. We do one Tuesday night. Oh, it's actually, we do 2 on Tuesday. One right at, like in the evening, one late at night for waiver wire camping. We do one Thursday night before the game, and then 1 or 2 more on Friday or Saturdays, depending on the time. But Cracknut, welcome to the stream. I do hope you come by. You know, obviously I'm gonna ask, you know, I'm gonna just say the best way for notifications is gonna be subscribing, and also feel free to follow on Instagram because I will post on my story when I'm live. But hey, we have a good time here, Cracknut. Ernest says, what do I do with Sanders? Should I trade quick before you see the reports? You could, right? He has decent value now. If you can swap him for another RB2, I would. But he's probably okay. Again, half the time, like most of the time, these reports don't mean much, right? So don't buy too much into it. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. And yeah, it's just a rumor. But hey, if you can't get good value from him, I definitely would. Let's see. Where are we at? Ambi says Dalton had COVID. I wouldn't start him. Yeah, I mean, he might be back this week, right? I think he's supposed to be starting. Dorito Eater, what's up again? What's up, my man? Who do I start, Matt Ryan or Tom Brady this week? Leaning Matt Ryan, but want a second opinion. Yeah, so let's look at their matchups. So Matt Ryan, Tom Brady. I do like Matt Ryan's matchup a little bit. I think Tom Brady and the Bucs have a hard matchup, but I think they're going to be able to put up points. But if we're looking at it from just a matchup perspective, I do like Matt Ryan like slightly more here. See what happened to Cam. What happened to Cam? Oh yeah, he kind of came back slow, right? I don't think we need to worry too much about it. Den, thank you. Hey, no problem. Ethan says, should I try and trade Lockett before the playoffs? With tough matchups week 15 and 16, I'm also a Packers fan, but I'm so hyped for the Packers-Colts game tomorrow. How are the Colts fans feeling the game? Yeah, so I don't think you necessarily need to trade him. Like I think so. What are the Seahawks schedule? Let's see. So Seahawks schedule. So they have 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. So they have Rams and 49ers, right? It's not really gonna be tough matchups, but those are gonna be your second and third round of playoffs, right? I wouldn't worry too much about it. Hey, if you can get good value for him, I think that's good. But Lockett is sort of like high and low, you know, in our very, very high, okay lows. I don't know that's gonna change that much. And like, you know, when they play the Rams, I don't know if Rams is gonna be on DK or Tyler Lockett. So again, it really depends on who we could get. As for the game tomorrow, I'm psyched. You know, I think it's a really good game. I have a lot of friends who are Packers fans. So, you know, I think it's gonna be a great game. You know, I think a lot of, at the end of the day, it's gonna come to, you know, Aaron Rodgers and, you know, Devontae Adams, Lazard, Aaron Jones. Great offense, right? Great offense power going against what I think is, you know, one of the better defenses in the league. So I think we'll see who has a little bit more hitting power. But yeah, Ethan, what's your prediction for tomorrow? And whatever you say, I promise I won't get offended. Justin, what's up, man? From the Philippines. Holy cow. What's up? What time is it in the Philippines? Is it like early morning now or what? It's got to be early morning, right? Thank you for coming to the stream. Guys, we're slowly making marks all around the world, right? Hawaii, Canada, Philippines. We had some from Europe. That's crazy. Is CD an okay start this Sunday? Other wide receivers are Cherry. So Justin, other wide receivers are also starting. Yeah, I think he's probably okay. It's hard to tell, right? I don't think we have enough of a sample size, but I think he should be able to get those targets. I'm not 100% sure on who's getting the start tomorrow, whether it's Dalton or Gilbert, right? But who else do you have to start, Justin, instead of CD here? Luke, what's up, man? How long do you think Mixon is out? I picked up Gio. Wonder how long he's out. At least 3 weeks. At the very, very least 3 weeks. Brick says, do you think Fournette has value after the season? Possibly, very much so, right? We'll see what because what is this? I don't know what his contract is. Let's see. Leonard Fournette contract. Leonard Fournette contract. He has a 1-year deal, right? So I do think he could, especially depending on what team he goes to. He might stay with the Bucks, or he might be a starter somewhere else. I can see him going and trying to get paid somewhere else for sure. Jacob says Mixon should be back. He should be, right? He also should have been back this week, so I don't know. Luke says, yo, Crackdown, I love the profile picture. Troll is my favorite Tar Heel. Nice. Kelly says, Miles Sanders or J-Rob? Kelly, I go J-Rob here. He's a workhorse there, and there are some rumors saying that the Eagles might try and do a running back by committee. Jacob says, I traded Winston, Gurley, and Corey Davis for Swift and Tannehill. I don't love it that much because well, if you really, really needed a quarterback, I think that's okay, right? Yeah, I guess, let me go back on that. If you needed the quarterback and there weren't other people available, then it's good for you. Luke says yes, okay. Jackie says, should I really trust the Colts defense this week? Browns, Rams, Bengals, Houston, Philly, and KC. This is going to be their biggest test, Jackie, right? I don't think they're going to do you wrong, but there's always a chance that, they might get sort of being all over the place and, get you low digit points, right? This is going to be the biggest question, and no one knows. If you had... Browns defense might be an okay pick, right? The thing is, all the rest of that you listed, they're going to be like, we should be okay. And these are the defenses that have sort of been up and down a lot. Rams have been decent, but it's the biggest question mark. So it's complete, I think it's up to you if you want to take the chance. Just remember the Colts are the #1 D, and they're the #1 D for a reason. They did well they put up solid points against the Ravens, and that's one of the, better offenses in the league. So, if you feel better, it's one of those things where, if you bench them and they do well, you're gonna be like, damn, why did I bench them, right? And play him for someone like the Rams or the Browns, who are worse defense statistically. So go with your gut here. I do acknowledge that there's some risk with playing the Colts D, but hey, once they do well this week, you're gonna feel very, very good about just starting them for the rest of the season. Denp says, Ethan, is your trade deadline over? Craigness says, Rams or Bears defense rest of the season? I like Rams a little bit more, I believe. Man, are the Chargers see a good play tomorrow? I think they are, just based on matchup. I could see I don't like their defense, right? And I think the Jets could potentially put up some points, but based off if you look at just matchup and stats, the Chargers should be an okay play tomorrow, especially compared to what else is left on the waivers. Ari, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Crackman says, yeah, Luke, go Heels. Luke says, hell yeah, we're doing legit this season. Last season was rough. Kelly says, trade Miles for J-Rob. I like J-Rob a lot better than Miles Sanders. That's my opinion. Jackie says, and the reason I like him better, he's obviously on a worse offense, technically, but I just like his volume a lot. I really, really like his volume, and he's been producing all season. Jackie says, at Mind, can't go wrong with the defensive playing against the Jets, playing against them this week, so I'm kind of scared. Exactly. You can't go wrong on paper. Correct says, yeah, last year was a little bit of fluke. Platek sucks. Kelly says, I haven't heard any rumors of MBCC for Miles Sanders been hurt and had a game down to or not. Yeah, here, I'll see if I can pull up the source. Give me a second. Brian Wright, welcome. Ahmed or AJ Brown in PPR? I like Ahmed a lot more. Against popular opinion and probably what most people in the fantasy world thinks, I do not like AJ Brown's. I do not like AJ Brown as a start this week. Cree 100, what's up? I see the tree. Are you waiting for? Oh, 100%. I am waiting for Santa. I have no gifts right now, so hopefully he brings me. Honestly, hopefully he just brings me some W's for my teams and a fantasy and maybe a championship this year. That's all I can ask for, right? Welcome to the stream though. It's your first time. Ethan says Packers defense has been super lackluster for late, so I'm gonna step up. I feel like the Colts will beat us pretty easily since the Colts D is not gonna let it off. Hey, again, you know, this is gonna be a really good offense against a really good D. A lot of this will depend on whether or not, you know, Phillip Rivers can move the ball around, right? I think we've been looking good. We've been starting to get our offense identity together, but there's still a lot of room, right? Ethan, is either Kevin King or Jared Alexander playing tomorrow? Because that's going to be huge for you guys. Last I heard, Jared might not be playing, right? Denby says Higgins or Fulgham. Kellis first. Hunt more Chark or AJ Brown this week. I like Hunt here. I mean, like Hunt is going to be able to probably get you that 10 to 13 points. So he's your safest bet in my opinion. But then I like Higgins a lot more. What I've been telling everybody who wants to drop Fulgham right away is hold him for one more week and see what happens. But my gut feeling is that Fulgham time might be over because all these other guys are back. You know, he was a nobody until everyone just died pretty much on that team. And now that people are back, I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to see that like 10 plus targets per game for him. Cracknut, it's my first season of fantasy. It's super fun. Yeah, I know, right? It's a fun game. Yeah, Cracknut, how many leagues are you in and how are your teams doing right now? Very curious. We have a lot of first-time fantasy players in here who's been coming back every week, and it's been fun to just talk it out, and I think most people have really loved it. Kitty Cat, yep, he's wanting a lot of attention right now, so sorry about that, boys. Let's see. Luke says Higgins as well. Yep, I like that. Jackie says, I don't think I should cut Gio for Ahmed, right? Kind of scared, but Samaje P. Ryan taking carries away. Don't cut Gio. Keep Gio, 100%. Jackie, is there anyone else you could cut for Ahmed? Long term, Gio's going to last you a little bit longer. Cracknut also says Higgins for sure. Luke says, yeah, it's a blast. I agree. Ethan says Jared's back, but Kevin King got re-injured in practice. Oh, man. So Ethan, is Jared up for sure start tomorrow, or is he so questionable? What's the status? Reed, what's up? Just dropping in to saying hi. I have to go on a plane tomorrow at 8. Hey, thanks for coming by. Have a safe flight wherever you're going to, Reed. Sam, what's up? Hey, hey, Sam. Hey, sorry, I saw your message. I passed out and forgot to respond. That's like the first time I forgot to respond. So okay. Let's look at Sam's right now because I feel really bad. I'm going to give you that big thumbs up and like. So Sam says, these are my guys, pick 3. Balaj, Ridley, CH, Gibson. Oh. Safe bet. So I would say Balaj and Ridley. I want to go there. CH or Gibson. Oh. So you know I'm a big CH fan, right? But for tomorrow, I like Gibson a little bit more because I think it's going to be competitive enough, and they're not going to, you know, be playing from behind. That Gibson might get a little bit more carries. Gibson has shown us that he's been getting a decent amount of volume and been able to go with the production. Clyde, I think is going to be fine, but the last 2 games, because of the Chiefs game script, he hasn't been able to he doesn't have the opportunities, right? I think tomorrow, I think it's gonna be really gritty tomorrow, right? I do think Clyde is gonna have a way better game than before, but to be safe, I do think Gibson here, Sam. All right, let's see where we're at. Crackdown, 1 league, pretty good. I think I'll probably make the 8. That's great. Crackdown, what's your record right now? What's your team looking like? We'd love to know, and Luke wants to know too. Can you pull up their RBB source for Eagles? Yeah, let me see. 1 second. And hey guys, I see some more questions and some more new people in here, so hey, welcome all. Let me see what I can find. I swear I saw this on the fantasy subreddit. But we're talking about RBBC right now for the Eagles, so let's see. Also, let me know what you guys think about this this music here, so that we change the genre a little bit. Let me see where we're at with this. So here, I'll paste this in chat, okay? So here's the source. Go check it out. It's this. This is just what I saw. And also the other thing I saw this week was that there's a stat saying the Eagles are historically uncommitted to Miles Sanders despite his success. Per NFL research, he's the first RB since Brandon Jacobs in 2010 to run for 80 or more yards on 15 or fewer carries in 3 straight games. No back in history has ever done so in 4 straight. So there's a little bit of volume concern too, right? Terrell, too nice. Hey, welcome to the chat. Fuller, Boyd, Myers, pick 2. Ooh, that's a good one. I like let's see. Let me just look at my rankings really quickly before I tell you. So I really do like Myers a lot, right? But we have the talent there with Boyd and Fuller. So I guess to me, I would say purely just based on talent, I like Boyd and Fuller, and those are going to be the safest guy, right? But I really like Jacoby this week as well. Even though I personally am starting Jacoby in some, if I had to tell you safe, I would go Boyd and Fuller. If you want to have some fun, I would probably put Myers in over Boyd. Jackie says, I have my 3 best running backs and 2 wide receiver ones I have to hold on my bench. I wish there was a deeper bench. Yeah. It happens, right? It's tough. But hey, if you got solid starters, don't even worry about it. I like Gibson more than CEH. Yeah. You're savage. Thanks for, hey, thank you so much, and thank you for stopping by. I apologize for not getting back to you. You all know I'm usually really good about it, but I was telling Chad earlier, I had to wake up at 5:30 this morning to go golfing, and I was a sleepy boy, so yeah, I did pass out, so that's my fault there, Sam. I got you, though. You're on my priority list. Ethan says, I'm not starting. I think Jared was a full participant Thursday and Friday. Okay, that's going to be huge. I mean, obviously Jared's going to be, the difference maker there. So I think that's going to be huge. But hey, it should be a really good game. I'm excited. I'm glad it was, I think it was moved to 425, right? So I'm glad. Mason says Gio or Duke Johnson. Mason, go Gio here. And welcome to the chat. I like Gio a lot better. I do not like Duke Johnson as a running back in general. Luke says Gio. Dempsey says Gio. Great. Jake R, what's up, man? Duke Johnson or Gio? There we go. Gio again. A lot of people seem to be having questions with Duke, right? I like Gio a lot more. And guys, watch just Duke Johnson go off this week. If he goes up, I'll take whatever heat you guys want to give me, but I just do not like Duke Johnson as a back. Honestly, David Johnson was very mediocre on that offense too. Very much like a borderline RB2 flex, so Gio has a way higher upside. Crackdown says my best players are Russ, Julio, Parker, Fan, Rieger, Montgomery, Mixon, and David Johnson. Not bad. Sucks that Mixon and David Johnson are out, but not bad. Jake R says, okay, we went that already. Sam says, you're here too. Nice. Hope everyone's having a good night for sure, for sure. DMP 18 in chat. Let's see at least 10 legs. Hey, for sure. And Den, you missed a beer chuck last time. Our next goal is 50 concurrent viewers. We hit 30 this week. Crackness has got to start McKissick and Rex though. That's fine. I think those are fine starts. Inceptivus, should I drop Philip Lindsay? I feel like he'll be a bust. Not necessarily. Inceptivus, who else do you have to pick up? A lot of that depends on that. Dempy says, any news on Ditto? Nothing but just rumors. People are telling I heard some people telling people to waste a spot on Kittle, but I don't know, man. Just with the nature of his injury and the fact that the 49ers are probably not going to be playing for a playoff spot, a lot has to go right in my books for him to come back. Crackness says Kittle out for the season. We think at least 8 weeks from 2 weeks ago. Not necessarily. There's always a chance he could come back. I think it's just a very small chance. Mintus Acceptivist says he's a drop. He only had 4 carries in a good matchup last week. Maybe, right? It's a Saeed. What's up, man? Week 11, do I start Julio or Deontay? Do I start Henry or Hines? You always have to start Derrick Henry no matter what, right? He has a bad matchup, but you always have to start Henry. Julio's your start. Go for him. Again, you got to start your studs. Deontay, I have as my start of the week. So if there's anyone else you can maybe play him over, I would maybe do that. But it depends on your guy. Luke says Julio and Henry, no question. Issa says thanks for sure, man. Hey. Of course. How's the rest of your team looking like, Issa? Denp, love golf. Anyone else shoot left? I do not shoot left, and I also do not shoot very well either. I just started this year because of the quarantine. Jackie says, if there's an open bench spot, Kiddo is definitely worth the stash. He's supposed to be back in less than 8 weeks based off of the type of injury. Maybe, right? We originally heard 8 weeks, and I thought that was because, yeah, so I don't know. He could be, right? And could be a great stash for the playoffs. If you have a bench spot, sure, go for it, right? If you have that guy that you're never gonna worry about, then sure. But yeah. Luke says, but why do they bring a star player back if they have no shot? And that's, I agree. Luke, you're a 49ers fan, right? What's your take on this? Jackie says, if you need the roster spot there, it probably isn't point to hold. I agree. Luke says, I would hold on IR. Yeah, if you have an IR spot, I think it's great. Terrell Too Nice says, do we trust Damian Harris with Sony Mitchell back? Absolutely not. He's a great back. He's a great runner. I just think he's in the wrong system. I cannot trust him with Sonny. And like the MP says, exactly, never trust a New England running back. Terrell says, will AP get more carries than Kerryon Johnson? That's hard to say. I imagine them splitting the carries, right? I can see a Peterson doing well, but it's very, very hard to say whether or not he's going to actually get more carries. Let's see. Will, welcome. MT or T. Higgins? I like T. Higgins a little bit more to be safe. MT's got Taysom throwing to him, so he's a big question mark. He could go off, obviously, but if you want to play it safe, go with the guy that's been producing for you for like the last 2 years for what it seems like. Go with T. Higgins. Min, what's your combined record this season on all of your fantasy leagues? Let's see. I've been 4, so let's see. We're gonna let's sift through this. So 5-5-1, 8-2-1, so that's 13-7. 8-2 in another one, so that's 21-9, and then 3-7 in another one, so that's 24-16. Not bad. Sam says, sorry man, I had a typo. I meant to say pick 2. Oh, Ridley. Oh, that makes things harder, right? I really like Balages, so let me see how has Ridley been doing. Also, cheers, boys. Saturday night. Take a quick break. We got a special Christmas beer. Focus. Cheers, boys. To anyone who might be having a beverage tonight. Oh, that's not bad. Calvin, how has he been doing? I think you go, honestly, Ridley, Sam. I think you go Ridley and maybe Gibson here. See, the thing is, I really like Balages. I think they're both fine, right? But Gibson is the better back. Craig says Ridley and Gibson. Okay, good. Sam said Krennic should be gets a vote too. Yeah, for sure. Luke says, I don't think they bring Kittle back. We have no shot of playoffs or a division, and the injuries killed us. Kittle's a tough dude, but they won't bring the best side in the league back for early. Exactly. Your record is 5-5. That's not bad. Crackman, are you in playoffs right now, or what's good? Terrell says Cam Newton or Matt R. I really like Cam's matchup this week, man. I think we have a slightly better ceiling or higher ceiling with Cam Newton here, Terrell. Kelly says, how about Connor or M. Sanders rest of the season? I think Connor bounces back, and I like the Steelers a little bit more. I want to say I like Connor a little bit more. Looking forward to a cold beer tomorrow. Hey, Den, are you working right now? Because I was going to say, why not just have a cold one now? Craig thinks Am Sanders. Maybe, right? I'm just a little bit worried about his usage. That's it. I mean, obviously, we have to worry about Connor's too, right? Yes, I am. That's good. That's good that you're in playoff contention. Cam's a bum. Luke says, hey, yeah. He hasn't been that consistent. Sam says, cheers. Cheers, my friend. Hey guys, so I do have to go eat soon. We're probably gonna do the stream for another 10-15 minutes. Before we sign off, Let me know. I'm depends on how tired I am. Let me know if people would attend or would be interested in a late night, like 11:30, maybe like some time of a start time between like 11 to 12 a.m. Pacific. I know that's really late. So I guess let me know two things: whether or not you would like a stream tonight, and if it would be helpful to you. If not, let me know if an early stream tomorrow would be helpful at all. Like maybe an hour or two before the game. It's super early for me, but I would do it if people want it. Otherwise, if like people are just like chilling and like, you know, you would just come and chill, but like you don't really need to stream either tonight or tomorrow morning. I may not stream. I just kind of want to get a gauge. Toby says, what's up, my man? Glad you made it, and I'm glad that we didn't wake you up at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Welcome to the stream. Correctness at any time. Jacob says both. Jacob, are you saying both to both streams or both to something else? Luke says I might pop later night. I won't be up in time for the stream tomorrow. And that's the thing, right? I'm West Coast too, so I might be sleeping tomorrow morning too. So, yeah. Toby, how are you doing? You ready for tomorrow? Both streams? Maybe. A lot. I guess it will depend, right? If I'm up and not too tired for tonight, we usually actually go pretty late, so it'll be tough to do a stream tomorrow morning if we do a late night one tonight. If we have enough interest and like you guys will actually find it helpful, I'd be more than happy to, you know, I could probably do one maybe like an hour or two later tonight as well. So that's not a problem at all. But I guess, you know what, actually I feel like we've usually been pretty successful with late night streams on Saturday night, so maybe we'll do late night. Craig says I'm 13, so I can't stay up late. That's completely fine. Hey, definitely don't stay up for me, you know. But I'm glad you came. And Craig, am I right in saying that this is your first time to the stream, right? I think it is. So welcome. Toby says, oh yes, 2, 8, and 1 league, traded way too much, plus I was destined for failure. Eckler, Dak, OBJ, and Fournette. Oh man, that's rough. That's really, hey, that's sometimes it just be like that, right? So I'm sorry to hear that. Craig that says, cool, that's awesome, man. How'd you find us? Was it just through YouTube search? But I'm very glad you're here, and hopefully, you know, this is a fun stream for you. Like I tell all of our new streamers, we have a lot of fun, guys. We have a lot of fun. This community is great, and it's not just me answering for you guys. So, hey, come back more. And Crack, no, we do have we actually do have a decent amount of people that are your age as well that are here that do come. So, yeah, come back and hang out. Terrell says 34, 15, 4 leagues. Let's go, baby. Wait, that's you, right? You're saying, are you saying you're 34 and 15 and 4 leagues? Dempy, yeah, I'm working, gonna watch Mandalorian, might hop back later or check in the morning, but I got all my questions. Hey, for sure. Also, Den, I haven't started Mandalorian this season. How is it? Crackman, for sure. Cool, and thank you for coming by. Burke, let me know if you're still here by chance, because yeah, I do have a question for you if you are still here. It's great, okay. Because what they're doing now is they're instead of releasing it all at once, they're doing the like episode week by week, right? At least that's what I heard. Oh, sorry guys, that's a doggy, and she thought we had an intruder, but we did not. Also, guys, if I ever have an intruder and like get robbed, you know, you guys can call the police for me. I just gotta do some more 24-hour streams, right? So I can never get robbed or you know, burglarized, right? But yeah, I did just get Disney Plus, so Mandalorian is on my list to watch. Toby says, but I mean, I made some trades. We got Drake, Kettle, David Johnson, Justin Jackson, Wayne Gallman. Okay, that's not, well, David Johnson, you know. Okay. All in the past week. All right, so you got all those guys. I mean, Kittle, we'll see what happens. To David Johnson, what happens, but rip for the injuries, right? Jen says, I like it. I'm 2 episodes into the season. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about that? I feel like that's gonna be a new trend now, right? So instead of releasing everything all at once, I know Amazon did that with was something I was watching where they did a oh yeah, it was The Boys. If anyone hasn't watched The Boys yet, go check it out. It's a really good show. Let me know in chat if anyone does watch The Boys. I mean, honestly, sure, I like it, but I think one of the things I really loved was being able to just binge watch everything at once, right? I get it. I get why they do it week by week, but it seems like we're making a full cycle, right? Cable, then streaming services. Now streaming services has more commercials. Now streaming services has, like, you know, streaming services have week to week, and it's just like a full cycle, right? Toby says, I've just been watching Riverdale. I've heard good things about Riverdale and I need to check it out. Cracknut likes it, okay. Robert Anderson, what's up, my man? Who should I start in the flex? Gio, Damian, Jacoby, or AB? I would probably go Gio or Myers here. I like both of their matchups a lot. Myers, I think he's gonna still go full steam ahead, but I do like Gio a lot, so I would say one of those two. Sam says The Boys are on my list. It's a good one. It's about superheroes, but it's not like your typical cheesy superhero show. And all the superheroes are actually, what do you call it? All the superheroes are bad guys, actually. So yeah. Den B says Gio, AB, and Myers and Harris. Den, I actually like Myers a little bit more than AB, man. I like AB. I like Myers a lot. Raul, what's up, my man? Welcome. My brother, Den says my brother wants me to watch The Boys. Not a big super, and that's the thing is, a lot of my friends like who don't want to watch it is because like they're like, I just don't want to watch superhero stuff. I'm not into it. But guys, like, I promise you, it's a very anti-superhero. Superheroes are involved, but I promise you guys, it's not like at all what you would think a superhero show or superhero like movie. It's like nothing like Marvel. It's nothing like DC. I mean, DC is kind of trash, honestly. Let's be honest. Like, as much as I like some of the characters, the DC stuff is kind of trash, right? But I promise you, it's nothing like that. Like Deadpool, so could be good. Oh yeah. I mean, but again, it's very different from it. It's honestly pretty dark at some points. There's some like pretty explicit stuff, but it's pretty dark. Raul says The Boys is great. It's a very unique concept. Raul, have you finished this last season? Crackton says Cam Akers or Leonard for net rest of the season. I like Leonard right now, but Cam Akers, his stock could go up a little bit if for some reason he actually does become the guy who gets all the touches. Sam says I like The Watchmen. It's heroes, but on the real. Yeah, I'm actually watching that right now. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in. It's good. It's really good. Also, guys, be right back. All right, sorry boys, I am back. Where are we at? Raul says, yeah, the ending was loud. I know, right? What a great show. I'm very impressed. I think Amazon's starting to do well. Anyone who has Amazon Prime, go check out The Boys. The other one I really like is also Expanse. I love space stuff, so I like the Expanse. Also, cheers, guys, Saturday night to anyone who's not 13. So Cracknut, this is not for you, but hey guys, cheers. If anyone's having a drink in here, or just a virtual cheers, guys. All right, DenPL, thank you for coming by. Great seeing you again. We'll see you soon. All right, where are we at? Sam Sheldon, what's up? Start Harris, MG3, or Rieger? You guys asked me some tough questions, right? And the thing is with these guys, let's go over it. So let's go through this. if Sonny Mitchell doesn't play, I think Damian Harris could be a very, very good play, especially against a Houston's just not good run defense, bad run defense. That's the word. That's the English words I'm looking for. Okay. MG3 has not looked good. That's what I'll say. You know, Gordon has not looked good. Who was the other one? It was Rieger. Rieger has been okay. I think he's still a little hyped up, right? I think he's a little hyped up. I like him, but he hasn't broken out yet. So, if I were you, Sam, if Sonny doesn't play tomorrow, I would probably go Harris here. Crackdown, don't know who's those first you are, but it's really solid. Yeah, Sam says Damian Harris. Yep, exactly. Terrell, Antonio Brown or Ronald Jones. Ooh. I kind of like AB a little bit. I mean, Ronald Jones has a way higher ceiling, right? Because he has broken out. Actually, Antonio Brown's going to be the third wide receiver, so he definitely has like a. I think his floor is a little bit safer. If you need the points, I would go Rojo here, Terrell. Toby says I need to win my next 3 to have a chance of winning this console. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, put me in 6 or 7 seed. Nice. Kevin, what's up? Rojo or Crowder half PPR? Crowder, yeah, you guys asked really hard questions. Let's go with Rojo here. Let's go with Rojo. Crowder didn't get a lot of looks last week. Let's assume that Rojo's probably going to be the lead back. He is, right? Let me rephrase that. Let's assume that he does not sort of get benched and pulled. Then Rojo. Actually, let's think about this. I mean, Rojo's the safer bet, I think, because of what we saw with Crowder last week. I don't know enough about the Jets. I know Crowder was going off before right now, right? But with Denzel Mims and Perriman there, and the fact that they want to feed Pirine a little bit, I wonder if Crowder's going to get less targets. Toby says the 2 people we can take that seed off face off in last week. Okay, nice, nice. Miles, what's up? MT or heavy? Hey, we got that question earlier too. Let's go. We're gonna go T Higgins here. Michael Thomas has way too many question marks right now, so it's tough. I don't know. Sam says tough one, huh? No, it is very tough. Yeah. I do like Rojo though. If like, or sorry, back to where you were. I think Damian Harris for sure. If Sonny doesn't play. Tua or Brady? I would still lean Brady just because Tua is going to be we don't know Tua enough. He's going to be up and down, and I think he's going to be a little bit more inconsistent. Bro says Deontay, Godwin, MT. I would probably go Deontay and Godwin just because MT we don't know about. Jacob, probably like maybe another 15-20 minutes. If we have enough interest, I will probably jump back tonight and stream like maybe closer to like 11:30 PST. Again, chat, let me know if you would be interested in a night stream at like 11:30 or 12 a.m. Pacific. I know it's super late for some of you guys, but hey, if we have just a few and just want to hang out for a little bit, that's fine. Sam, hey, for sure. I hope that helps. I know, sorry I can't give you like a confident answer, but I will. The point is that I'll try and like give you some sort of explanation so that we can all like make a decision together, right? Asking for a friend who, Brady or Big Ben? Big Ben has a better matchup. I would probably go Big Ben here. Sam. Yep. Brady's playing Rams. Big Ben's playing. Exactly. Ben has a way better matchup. Kevin, hey, thank you. That was a great question. Thank you for coming by. This is also, I believe this is your first time as well, right? We've got a lot of first timers here. Hey, cheers to all the first timers tonight. We got a lot of new guys here. The family's growing bigger, you guys. Personally, I like Brady better in general, but that's tough. Probably Big Ben there. Exactly, cracking down. Hey, Zeus. Start Antonio Gibson or James Conner? They both have really good matchups, right? James Conner has been not very good over the last 2 weeks. Gibson probably is a little bit safer. I actually do like Gibson a little bit better. What I'm going to say is Gibson I like a little bit better because he's been producing. I do think James Conner actually has a better matchup, right? I think he's the better back overall fantasy wise. And I think this could very well be a bounce back week. If you don't want to take the risk, go Gibson, because he should be able to get you double digits without a problem. I think James Conner can definitely blow up because they're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're not very good. So if you want to take a risk, go with James Conner. Otherwise, if you want to play safe, go Gibson, I would say. But Jesus, welcome. I believe this is your first time as well. Raul says it's so hard to bench MT. I know, right? But Raul, like, has he done anything this season to, like, make you feel good about him? Because let's look. Last 2 games. First game, he scored 3.2. This is half PPR. He got injured. Last 2 games, 51 yards, 27 yards, right? Don't play anyone, especially this late in the season when playoffs are starting to, like, unless you're literally like 10-0. Don't play people based off their names, okay? Just forget that. Forget the name and look at this dude purely based off of, purely based off of this. And guys, here, we're gonna do an experiment, social experiment, right? Look at this, guys. We're gonna show this monitor, okay? If I didn't tell you who this was, you look at this, right? You look at this name, you look at the stats here. Does anyone in chat actually start a player that just came out that you just picked off of the waiver wire, say? Does anyone start this player when this is his stat with his Hall of Fame quarterback, and this week he has a tight end throwing to him, right? I hope he bounces back, but I don't know this season, honestly. It has to be when Drew Brees comes back. Jeremy, what's up? Welcome. And Cracknut, sorry, Cracknut says I would say Connor because he doesn't split a backfield. Exactly. Jeremy, welcome. Need 2 of these wide receivers, full PPR. MT, Deontay Johnson, Ridley, Devontae Adams. I think you go Deontay and Devontae Adams here. I 100% acknowledge Devontae Adams is going to have a tough time, but I think he's still going to be able to produce. Here's what I'll say. I think I will be very, very shocked. I'm a Colts fan, as you can see. I will be very, very shocked if he gets shut down tomorrow. Okay. Obviously, I would love that, but I do actually have a Rodgers and an Adams stack in one of my leagues. So I would say Devontae Adams and Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's actually my start of the week at wide receivers. Feel free to go check out my start and sit videos. If you're interested, I have a full list, and it's actually in like a list format. So check that out. But I do have Deontay Johnson as my start of the week. Cracknut says cheers. Hey, Cracknut, man, you're not old enough to be saying, you can say cheers, but hope you don't get any ideas from that. I don't want to be the reason that 13-year-olds are drinking beer. hey, actually, Cracknut, this is juice. This is pineapple juice. This is not beer. Wink, wink. Sam, what kind of beers do you like? It's honestly like kind of... It depends on what's going on, right? I feel like when it comes to winter, I definitely like IPAs a lot more. But where I live in LA, as you know, it's like kind of nice and hot and sunny. So I've definitely been more into like lighter, crispier beers recently. Jacob says, I'm willing to be up that late. Hey, Jacob, just for you, let's do it late night, okay? It might not start until midnight Pacific, but if you're in, I'm in, okay? I don't need, stream to be popping with like, 15, 20 people. And we have just a couple of good guys to just hang out, chill, and talk a little fantasy. Let's do it. All right, guys, it's decided tonight. At the latest, we'll start it 12 a.m. PST. And hey, guys, we're getting closer to our sub goal. So if we hit 50 tonight, that's what we're gonna do something fun on stream. My promise to chat was that if we hit 200 by the end of the weekend, subscribers, we're gonna also do something fun on stream and do a celebration. I didn't notice this counter isn't updated, but we got, I think, 4 more since we started the stream tonight. We're at 183. So guys, if we can get 17 more subs by the end of the night, we're gonna keep the juices flowing, and we're gonna do some fun stuff on chat tonight. So if you guys know 17 friends who are interested in some random guy talking fantasy, and I've also got a dog and a cat, invite them over. Let's get the subs up. Sam says, please like and subscribe. You guys won't regret it. Daniel has a consistent schedule and gives you the time. Oh, thank you. And hey, Sam knows he's been here since the very beginning, so that's great. All right, let's see. Terrell, Higgins, Duke, Ahmad, Peterson, or Fournette. Choose one PPR. Ooh. Between those, Terrell, I would say Higgins or Ahmad, but Higgins is going to be your safest bet. I really like T. Higgins. Toby says, hell no. Miles says, would Robinson be better to start over Gibson because he doesn't share a backfield? Not necessarily. I do like Robinson for the rest of the season, right? But Robinson has a tough schedule. He definitely has a tough look this week because they're playing the Steelers, right? I still expect him to be okay this week because he gets a volume, right? But you know what it is. Yes, Cactus says, I love juice. Hey, juice is all around. Looks like we got someone who doesn't love it, but Sam, thank you for taking care of business. Yeah. Raul says IPAs hit different. It does, right? You know, it's not quite, I mean, it's kind of an acquired taste, right? But I do like it. I do like it. Staying classy. Yeah. Hey, I didn't honestly like get you most of it, but thank you for taking care of that, Sam. Toby, hey, yeah, so listen, we just gave out 2 because Sam and Burke has been here since, you know, day 1. But hey, you know, keep on coming through and, you know, Mod can definitely be in your future. I definitely, you know, I want to give it out little by little, but, hey, you're on my list and I'm glad that you're interested. So thank you for letting me know. And maybe in just, the next couple of weeks, we'll get you that. Hey, Toby, and don't worry about it. You like, not everyone's gonna be here since the start, right? I'm small. People can't find me, and that's completely fine. And a lot of people probably won't find my content interesting. But hey, you know, I got you on my list. All right, I promise you. You keep on stopping by and keep on doing what you're doing, especially with all the talking and interacting. You know, we'll get you there one day. I have no issues, and you've been great. So hey, Toby, I appreciate it a lot. Noah says, is Kittle coming back? My take is I don't think he will. I think it's going to be very tough for him to come back. Even if his injury initially said it was 8 weeks, right? Which puts us at championship week for fantasy if you're on a normal, you know, week, what is it, 16 schedule? Week 15, 13, 14, 15 schedule, right? But I think him coming back early will take a lot. And I think the 49ers just playing him is going to be, it will be a little bit of a surprise to me, if they're, especially since they're not in contention. Jeremy says, one more question for you, full PPR. I need one of these RBs. Gio, Ahmed, JT Burkhead, all good starts. I like Ahmed. I like, sorry. And guys, I've been saying his name wrong. It's Ahmed. It's Savon Ahmed. I like Gio or Ahmed here. I think, I don't think you can go wrong with either Gio or Ahmed. So I would just pick who you like here. I probably lean a little bit Gio because he's shown us a little bit more of that production. But I don't think you can go wrong with Gio or Ahmed. JT, we're gonna have to sit on, like, if you have those other options, you don't need to start JT this week. Toby says, watch this dude called the Fantasy Doctors. He is a legend. Oh yeah, I have seen some stuff of him. I'd be interested to see if anyone has ever done like, hey, the Fantasy Doctor says we predict this amount of weeks, and like whether or not he's accurate, right? But yeah, I know he has really good content, and I think that's a really cool thing that him as a medical professional does for fantasy. Sam says, I've been seeing you here, and please let me know if I need to moderate here. Then too, I can see you. But yeah, 100% Sam. Hey, and I definitely don't want to put everything on just you and Burke. So, like I said, Toby has been great. Let's keep on coming by, and we'll get you there soon. Noah says to start Robbie Anderson or Gio. I like Noah. I like Gio a little bit more. Especially with Teddy Bridgewater's, especially if Teddy Bridgewater doesn't play, I don't know that we can trust people on the Panthers because we don't know who's going to be used and how they're going to be used, right? Raul says, thoughts on Miles Sanders? I'm starting to lean sell him high if we can, because I pasted earlier that there might be some issues with him not getting enough touches and them going to running back committee. Again, it's all rumors, but I'm a little bit afraid of that. If you can sell him high, I would maybe try and do it, but he could still be, you know, a good like RB2 with high side, with upside for the rest of the season. Cracked lights him. Toby says, Sam, thanks, bro, for sure. Rose says, Fantasy Doctor doesn't know what he's saying sometimes, so I don't trust his word on Kittle. Is Fantasy Doctor the one that said he's coming back early, or was it Kittle that said it, right? Cracknell says he seems to be really good. Toby says he predicted Mixon going on IR, Mixon missing a lot of time. I'm like, bruh. Interesting, okay. Toby says, bro, are you a doctor? Yeah, that'd be interesting. KMI, what's up, man? Welcome. A lot of killer questions tonight. I personally don't think he is. I don't think he's going to be fantasy relevant again. He's definitely worth a stash if you have the IR, if you like really buy into the fact that he's going to come back. But you know, like we've been saying, even if he comes back early, it's hard to find a reason for the 49ers to want to start him again. So Riley says, nah, but I do listen to Stefania Bell and ask my brother who's a doc. Okay, nice. Okay, that's cool. It's always good to get those, you know, multiple opinions, right? So Sam says, is there an app similar to Fantasy where you just pick wins and losses for each game? There's Survivor on NFL Fantasy. I'm sure there's Survivor anywhere else, right? But Survivor is a league where you can do you know, you choose who wins, and you have to choose one team per week. But once you choose them, you can't choose them again, and you can get like single eliminated, double eliminated. So that's definitely a way to do it. But I'm pretty sure, Sam, if you go and look on NFL, there's probably like a pick 'em every week where you just pick it. I know a lot of like places like CBS or like whatever, just like networks, they'll do like challenges where you have to get a certain number of wins right every week, right? So yeah. Let's see, KMI, for sure. You're new to the stream. Guys, we're getting so many new guys to the stream tonight. This is awesome. Thank you guys all for coming. KMI, Terrell, Claudio too. Welcome, Claudio. And yeah, for sure. Terrell just did something. Hey, thank you so much, Terrell. Hey, Terrell, what coast are you in? We're kind of trying to get, we're trying to figure out where, you know, where everyone is. Elijah with the sub. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much. All right, let's see. Toby says, yeah, it's called Streak. Yep, exactly. Claudio says, I have Mixon and CMC. Oh yeah, that's rough. Rip. I'll drink to that, Sarah. Raul says, I really hope Mixon is only. I need him in the playoffs. Please. Yo, tell your brother to send some, you know, medical energy over to please. We do need him. Sam. Ooh, Sam. We're getting nice and personal here. I'm just kidding. Toby says he'll miss the rest of the season against her. Hey, we heard her here first, Toby. Toby, maybe you'll be the next fantasy doctor. Elijah, welcome. So Hines or Taylor this week in PPR? To me, Elijah, I think I would actually lean Hines here, okay? Why I say that is, especially in PPR, so Taylor still needs to get his act together before we can really trust him. I think that if Taylor sort of bottoms out again, or like Hines, just like if Taylor goes off, you know, I think, you know, floor wise, Hines and Taylor probably has similar floors if they both perform badly, but we've seen how the Colts like to use Hines recently. So I kind of lean Hines actually a little bit over JT, and it's hard for me to say that because I've been a huge JT believer, but I don't really trust him right now until we see a little bit more usage, right? And the thing with the Colts is that they're gonna go with the hot hand, right? Doesn't matter if you have a star or whatever, they're gonna go with the hot hand because they're trying to, you know, keep that first place in the AFC South and get into the playoffs. Toby says, I aggressively trade for, oh, for sure, I agree. Rose says, I have Gio, so it's not bad, but still rather have Mixon. Oh, 100%, yep. Sam says, are we breaking, hey, maybe. And guys, all the new followers, if we break 200 tonight, we're gonna be either taking a shot or doing a beer chug or maybe both. Oh, guys, we're at 186. Oh boy, okay, so 14 more, we're close, guys. So yes, I did promise, chat, if we got to 200 subs by the end of the night, we're gonna do something fun on stream. You know, we're already starting the night with a beer, so when we do our second part 2 stream tonight, we'll probably be at least another beer in. So, you know, maybe it'll be viewer's choice, and you guys can make me do some stupid stuff on stream. But hey, we're close. We're getting really close, guys. Thank you all for the support. Terrell says Duke or Ahmed. I like Ahmed here, Terrell. Lewis, welcome. Godwin, Cup, or Ahmed, option PPR league. So let me see. The Rams are playing. Okay, so yeah, the Rams are the Bucks are playing each other, right? I kind of like Ahmed here, right? Obviously Godwin and Cup are both, you know, way better players, right? More talented players, more proven. I kind of think, but the thing is, they're both playing against each other who are really tough defenses, and I think there's always a chance that they don't perform. I think Ahmed is still gonna get that, you know, 20 plus carries, which should give us a decent floor. So, I kind of go Ahmed here, man. Let's see. Practice says I don't like Taylor rest of the season. That's very fair. Toby says this might be a severe midfoot sprain, though he like missed 3 weeks and now there are 3. Exactly, yeah. Crackdown, I think you have a very fair point. He needs to learn how to create that vision in the NFL. Okay, let's see where we're at. Elijah says agree, thank you. Hey, thank you for coming by. Brooks Brooklyn, what's up? Gio, Balaj, or Connor in path PPR? Am I crazy to start Balaj? Not at all, man. Not at all. But you know, listen, the Chargers have a really good matchup, right? Balaj is their primary back. You want to say Connor or Gio because of the name, and I think honestly Gio's gonna have a great game. Connor could very well have a great game. Those two are technically better fantasy running backs, but hey, Balaj got the volume. He can produce. I don't think you're crazy at all. Go for it. You know, I'm with you if you want to start Balaj over Connor or Gio. Alex, what's up? Trade McLaurin for Mixon and more. I would not do that. I like McLaurin a lot better. I think he's wide receiver 2, like low wide receiver 1. Mixon may be out for the rest of the season, and I don't like Moore. Alex, you absolutely keep McLaurin here. Lewis says no. I agreed. Is it Lewis or Louise? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Raul was debating who I had to drop when Eckler comes to FRA. Thankfully, makes debate that he did. There you go. Blessed. Hashtag. Bill, bless up. Sam says, for you and chat, does fantasy football take away from enjoying? No. I find myself actually interested in a lot more of the games that I normally wouldn't. You know, I'm not as interested when the Colts aren't playing, but hey, when there's fantasy football, I can spend the entire day watching whatever game, even if it's literally like toilet bowl, like Jacksonville and like, I don't know, Jets or something, or like Cowboys, and I have a stake in there. I like the game, and to me, I love it because it lets me dive a little bit deeper into the game than just like who won. Toby says, but what I do, I'm 12. Alex says 100% in playoffs. I still wouldn't do that, man. McLaurin is a stud. I would not trade him. Claudio says, Moore sucks, keep McLaurin. I say keep Moore in McLaurin as well. Terrell says, Will Fuller, last 2 matchups with New England have been ugly. Can we trust him this year? I think so. Will Fuller and not like getting injured, that's such a 2020 thing, right? I like Will Fuller a lot. Alex is facts. Raul says, for me, it's always Panthers win first and NFC South lose first, then fantasy. There you go. Raul, what's the latest on Teddy? Do you think he's going to play this week? Inceptivus says yes. KMI says yeah. Good. I'm glad. Hey, fantasy is great, guys. Toby says, Raul, I wouldn't drop Mixon per se, but I don't mind it too. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Again, it depends on what you can stash and who you can have, right? Sam says, at Alex, I saw that Mixon is a sell because of the record potential and his injury, for sure. Cracknut Chubman, oh my god, Cracknut. Man, you're a Jax fan, I'm a Colts fan. Although, you know, I guess I've been fine with, well, you guys did beat us this year, right? So, listen, I'm glad that Jax beat the Colts and made Minshew look like literally, like, you know, Steve Young. I think that's what really gave our defense that kick in the butt, because our defense couldn't stop anything, but ever since then, we've been good, man. So, listen, I appreciate your sacrifice. But I'm sorry, I don't mean to, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Jeremy, what's up, man? What do you project Taysom Hill to do? I'm not super high on him, but hey, as a tight end, like if you can plug him in as a tight end, which I am in actually one of my leagues, I like it. I'm thinking probably like 10 to 15 points, right? I don't know if it's a smoke screen. Theoretically, he should be the starting quarterback for the entire game, right? I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if Jameis comes in and takes some reps away too. I guess I haven't seen enough to know for sure that he is like a starting running back, so I guess I'm a little concerned. But hey, again, if you can plug him in as a tight end, that's great. That's great. Brooke says, follow up to my original question, Gio, Balaj, or Connor in half PPR. Who would you start? Also, great job, bro. Looking forward to 200 and more. Hey, thank you so much. We're getting close. 187 now, guys. Hey, thank you so much for the love. Gio, let me see. Let me look at these matchups really quick, and let me look at my So out of those, I think Connor has probably the highest upside, man. But if you want to, like, honestly, if you want to play it safe and like have a decent floor, I would go probably below. Who the Bengals play Washington, right? I kind of think you should just go Balaj here, man. I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but like Balaj is great. James Conner should do good, but should do well, but his last 2 games have not been good. That's why it's a little bit of a risk. I mean, James Conner is your best player out of there, without a question. So if you really want those points, I would probably go James Conner, but like I said, I don't mind it if you go Balaj. Brooks, what are you leaning right now? Raul says, nah, I'm not dropping Mixon, just moving to Eckler's IR spot. There you go. Louis says, do you think LeMichael Piran's gonna have impact, or should I keep him? If you have the roster spot, hold him. This is the week where they finally came out and said they want to start using him a little bit more. So even though he's on the Jets and their offense isn't very potent, I say keep him, because if they do really start giving him that like 15 to 20 touches a week, he might very well be worth a flex start. Cactus says, yeah, it's tough. Yeah, Raul. Alex, how often do you stream? Yeah, so normal schedule is Tuesday. We stream at 5 p.m. PST Pacific, and then another one at like 11 o'clock PST. Thursday night we'll stream usually about an hour before Thursday night kickoff, so about like 4:30 Pacific, for about an hour and a half, because people like to go watch the games. And then Fridays and Saturdays, they're kind of like a mix, because it really depends on my schedule. I will be streaming tonight again around midnight, I think, or like 11:30 my time, so about 2-3 hours, like 2.5 3 hours from now, and probably honestly ending the stream soon, because I do need to go eat and like spend some time. But I will be back later. But otherwise, best thing to do is just the sub and notification, or follow me on Instagram, because I will post on there. But I will be here tonight. Terrell says East Coast. Nice. Okay. Nice. Are you a Phillies fan, or what are you, Terrell? Raul says, just because the word that Terry wants to play, he will test his knee during pregame. Okay, oh man. So like, game time, huh? That's rough. Toby says, the fact that he's meant to get 18 points in ESPN makes me even more mad. Yeah, right? Brooks says, leading Balaj. Last time I benched Connor was week 2 and dropped 19. And that's the thing, right? It's gonna make you feel bad if you bench Connor and goes off, but honestly, I think Balaj is like I think Balaj is a fine start against the Jets. Like, that's such a good matchup. He's the workhorse. Alex, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You guys, this is awesome. I just meant to get on literally for like an hour before my food came, but decided to stay on a little bit. Like I said, I do unfortunately have to drop in about like 5 minutes here, but thank you all so much. This is great. We might actually hit 200. If anyone's up in about 3 hours, listen, guys, if we hit 200, like I said, maybe we'll do some viewer requested stuff. I'm here to entertain. Sam says, I feel so bad about benching Balaj against the Jets. I have Gibson and Ridley a little over Balaj. Oh, for sure, right? And like, hey, if you want to start Balaj over Ridley, if you can for that flex spot, go for it, man. Like, I think it's fine. KMI says, Lamb or Chark PPR wide receiver 3 this week. Who are the Jags playing? The Jags are playing the Steelers, huh? That's a really tough start for me for Chark. Let me just look at his. Let me look at his usage last week really quick, KMI. Let's see, Chark. He honestly was a little disappointing. Honestly, man, I think maybe go Chark here. Even though you're just playing Pittsburgh, I think Luton's gonna force him the ball. CD, I just, there's so many question marks with, you know, who is gonna be the quarterback? What's the game plan gonna be like? Is he actually gonna get targeted? I feel like Chark maybe may have a slightly higher floor than him. Raul says, do you think Eckler will be a top? I think he's going to be a really good back. You know, especially on that offense, as long, like that offense has been a little bit hard to figure out because it's been a Keenan Allen show, but I really, really hope, and I do think that Herbert uses Eckler a lot. Omid, oh, what's up, man? Welcome. Start Robbie, Anderson, Duke, or Kalen. I start 3? Oh, start 2, okay. I would probably go... So Balaj, I wanted to say yes. Keep an eye out tomorrow. If Teddy plays, go Anderson. If he doesn't, I would go Duke. The Jax fan of me says Chark, but both are solid. Okay, there you go. Cracknut says Duke and Balaj. Wait, maybe not, yeah. Omid says if Teddy starts, we just start those two over him. I think if Teddy starts, you go Robbie, right? Because let's look at Robbie's stats and his targets. I know he gets targeted, right? He's been like pretty okay recently, but like over the last 4 weeks, it's 8 targets, 8, 13, 6. I go Robbie Anderson 100% if Teddy starts for sure. Sergio Morales, welcome. I would go Boyd. Sergio, I don't think you are, but we have another guy that usually comes. His name is Sam Morales. You guys wouldn't happen to be related, would you? Let's see, Matthew, what's up? Hey, just found your channel. Keep up the good work. Robert Woods or Antonio Gibson this week? Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. I lean Gibson a little bit. I think with Washington's matchup against the Bengals this week, the game script is gonna lean a little bit over Gibson than McKissick, which means Gibson should be able to score you that double digits. Woods is always good, but he has a tougher matchup against Tampa Bay. So on paper, I would go Gibson here. Toby says Pittman, AB, Myers. I'd probably go Myers, Pittman, AB there. Brooks says starting T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson, and Flex. Happy VR. Should I replace any of them with Chark, Gio, or Connor? I think that's fine. You can make an argument to replace Jefferson potentially with Gio or Connor. Jefferson has a really good matchup, right? But what if the Dallas game gets out of hand and Vikings start running? I think honestly they're like between Jefferson, Gio, and Connor, like you can go with any of them and be okay, I think. Tate, Toby, pick one full PPR. I like Myers a lot here, Toby. I like him a lot. Pittman, like, if you didn't have to start him, I'd like to see another week. Tate, welcome. Higgins or Woods in full PPR. I like Higgins a lot more here. Cracknut says it's an easy matchup for Roby for sure. Kella says 4 points per touchdown, 6-man league. All teams make playoffs. I have Herbert, Lamar, Allen, but I don't know who to cut. Oh. Honestly, I think I like Lamar the least out of there, man. Especially if we're saying passing TDs. I think I like. Can you trade Lamar maybe? You might be able to trade. Matthew, thank you for the sub. Omid says, sweets, thank you guys. Hope to have you see your stream so popping. Hey, thank you, Omid. Yeah, and thank you for coming back. I remember you from a few streams ago. Appreciate it. Brooks says, also, I don't know if you're from Indy, but I love that city. Bar hopped Indy during December last year. Nice. I'm not from there. I never lived there, but I love it too. I used to live in the Midwest, and I would try and go down like once or twice a year for Indy games. It's fun. Brooks, which part of Indy did you bar hop in? And like, I guess, do you remember the bars? Obviously, what it fault you if you didn't remember it, but I'm kind of curious where you went. We just got to sub somebody. Man, sorry, I missed. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I shouted that out, but I just got that sub notification. I apologize. I just lost my train of thought. Let's see, who was it? Matthew, thank you for the sub. Guys, we're close. We're getting really close. For all your new viewers out there, we're at 189. If we hit 200 by the end of the night, well, by the end of the weekend, but if we hit 200 tonight, we're gonna do some fun beer chugging or something entertaining for you guys. But yeah, Omen, appreciate you, man. Sidekick Ninja, Heinz or AB? I kind of like Heinz for a slightly higher upside. Very, very smaller floor, but I like his upside a little bit more, and I think he has a better matchup. Alex says, my team is Watson, Devontae Adams, Diggs, Miles Sanders, Eckler, Waller, Mixon, and Myers. That's a pretty good team. That's a really good team. Click clack. Michael Thomas or Duke Johnson, last flex spot. Oh, I think there's too much question marks with Michael Thomas that I really don't like Duke Johnson, but for the two, I would probably go Duke because we really don't know what Michael Thomas is going to be like. Michael Thomas is going to be like with Hill at quarterback. I'm getting ready for work. Sam says Google SpaceX Dragon. I worked on really. Wait, Sam, do you work for SpaceX? I mean, obviously, but yeah, Sam, do you actually work for SpaceX? Declan for the sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, my man. All right, let's see. Brooks says, all I know is there's big dancing in Lady Nia. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. The one there, it's like at the corner, right? I don't think it's maybe it's massed out, but it's like somewhere downtown, right? Like sort of like downtown Indy. It's like a little like V-shaped neighborhood, and I think it's in front of a burger bar called like Brew or Blue or something, and there you just had that like dancing lady. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Johnny, what's up, man? Clyde or JD this week? Ooh, I say we take a risk on Clyde this week, Johnny. I think we take a risk on Clyde. Declan says, and also again, thank you for the sub, much appreciated. He says Stafford or Alex Smith or Kirk Cousins. I don't know if we know the status of I don't know if Stafford is for sure playing, but let me look at these matchups. So we have Stafford, Cousins, and who is the other one? Or Smith. Man, if Stafford plays, I think I go Stafford, Cousins, Smith here. Or maybe Kirk Cousins potentially against the. See, Kirk Cousins has the best matchup. I just don't know if there's any Viking fans in here. Please let us know. But I just don't know if like if they're gonna be running the ball against Dallas a lot. You know. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, Sam, that's right. I knew you worked for Space Force. What exactly is a Space Force? Because I didn't think that was like a division of like like part of the army or anything. But like what? Because I remember us talking about. Not Michael Scott, Steve Carell's new show like a long time ago, but what exactly is the Space Force for those of us that are uneducated here? Toby, I just got offered in Dynasty, Kamara and Baker. Bro, yo, guys, not only are we a fantasy team here, but a fantasy channel here, but we also help people get connected to job opportunities. Yeah, hook our boy up, Raul, man. I have to give JT Ridley and make it. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know if I like that, Toby. I kind of like, in such a dynasty, I kind of like JT. Yeah, exactly, right? Crackness says, Toby, I think you're giving up too much for sure. One and only manager. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome back. How do you think James Robinson and Miles Sanders are going to perform this week? I think they're going to be fine. I like James Robinson. He has a tough matchup, but I like his volume. Miles Sanders, we'll see what happens, right? He's supposed to be getting less touches and maybe going into committee, but I think for this week, they should be fine. You can do a lot worse than those guys, so great job. Declan says, yeah, tough spot, yeah. See, here's the thing, is like, Alex Smith, like, I think those are all, like, they're all kind of similar, right? Alex Smith is going to pass a lot. He's passed for 715 yards over the last 2 weeks and had 55 pass attempts. So I think, honestly, you can't go wrong. If you want a little bit of excitement, I would maybe go Kirk or Smith, because I feel like Stafford is just kind of very uninteresting and always kind of like sort of that mid-10 scoring, never really, high. J-Rob is in buy. Is he? No, J-Rob is playing this week, yeah. I agree with Craig. DK is going to be a top 3 wedge. Oh, for sure. Oh, this is no clue Space Force is a real thing. Yeah, exactly, right? Toby says crack actually way too much. Gio says, oh, what's up, Gio? Welcome. How do you feel about Gio Bernard rest of the season? I like him a lot. And hey, Gio, thank you for the sub. Guys, we're so close. Holy cow. I gotta save some of this content for later, but guys, here, we're gonna update this. So for anyone who's here early, guys, okay, if I'm gonna make a hard cutoff at 9:30 my time because we're coming back tonight at midnight. Hard cutoff. If we hit 200 subs by 9:30, which I think is gonna be tough, I'm gonna chug a beer in front of you guys, and we're gonna do somewhere. But we're at 192 right now. Okay, we're gonna update this really quickly, guys. For new subs, new viewers, if we hit 200 by the end of the weekend, we're gonna be doing some entertaining stuff on stream. What entertaining stuff do you ask? That's gonna be you'll have to come back for the later stream or watch the replay. But right now we're at 192. Holy cow, guys. We're gonna update this 192. We're gonna end it after 11/22/2020. Sub go. So I just want to update this, but guys, yeah, we're doing a hard cutoff in 10 minutes here. If we get to 200, I'll shotgun a fresh beer for you guys, okay? But yeah, if we get to 200 tonight, we'll do something fun. All right, where are we at? Sam says, Raul, get your top secret clearance if you want space-related jobs. There, yeah, I've heard. Ty, what's going on, man? Almost at 200 mark, 9 more to go. Guys, we're almost there. 8 more to go now. 8 more to go. We're almost there. Holy cow, you guys. I was not expecting this. I'm so happy. Crack says, I think my trade deadline's up. Well, won't let me trade anymore. Yeah, I think most people's trade deadlines are usually like somewhere around like mid-November-ish, right? Raul says, if I need to start working for a defense industry and get some clearance for real. I don't know, Sam or Raul, if either one of you guys know, but is it tough? Like, is it easy? Like, for you to get those clearances, can you like literally just like sign up, take a bunch of courses and do it? Or does you actually like need to know people? Do you need to have connections or what? Sorry, but Gio, sorry, I got sidetracked because I got excited because you subbed to me, but thank you again for the sub. I do like Gio a lot. I think he's a great back in place of Mixon. I think he's gonna be used a lot. He catches and he runs it, so I think he's gonna be great. It says, do you live stream during the games? We live stream a little bit during the Thursday games, but the thing is, what I've noticed is that most people kind of just like, we like to talk a little bit, but then like they like to go and watch. So we don't usually do it for the entire game, and we unfortunately can't actually show the game. Sam says, Space Force, we do a lot behind the scenes here in north of Santa Barbara. We're the headquarters for everything space related here and around the world. We also keep everything from Crap Nights. Sam, is Space Force private or is it government sponsored? Because it sounds like it's government sponsored, right? Jameson Ray, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Hey, we're having a fun challenge. We're so close to 200 subs tonight. We're so close. But yeah, let me know if you have any fantasy questions. I'm glad you found my channel because I'm pretty sure you're first time viewer. So welcome. Toby, anyone want to join Dynasty? Maybe. Hey guys, I think we're gonna have a lot of interest going to next year for like, the leagues that we'll create within this community. We'll get a Discord going for sure. Because we're getting bigger and bigger, we'll get a Discord going. For anyone here who hasn't heard the news, right before the playoffs start, we're gonna do a sub playoff challenge at NFL. I'll make the announcement in video, and if you're sub, just go ahead and comment in that video what your email is, and I'm gonna invite you to that, and we're gonna do a little fun fantasy. Also, depending how big it is, maybe we'll have a prize. Omid says first. Ty says, what beer are you gonna chug in tonight when you get 200 mark? I'll get my whiskey ready. Hey, Ty. Dave, so I don't know if you remember Davis, but he said if we got to 200, he would take a shot with us too. So, hey, maybe a shot is in the books as well if we hit 200. But we'll figure out some fun beers to have. We'll figure it out. 194, guys. Holy cow. So what I noticed is that some people's subscriptions are private, so it only shows up. But we are at 194 right now, and we have 6 more minutes left for 200. We got 6 subs in the next 6 minutes. We'll do a beer chug. Jameson, first time sub. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Jameson, how is your team looking for tomorrow? Do you have any questions? Omid says, makes sense. Would be interesting to be able to discuss the games with others. Oh, I would love that. Hey, if we have enough interest, I really do want to live stream the game. See, I really wish I can show it, right? I did it a little bit and I got like a little copyright warning last time, so I don't think I can. I'd be happy to do it. It's just it's gonna be a little bit delayed, so maybe we talk in chat. But if we have enough interest, I'd love to do a Thursday night game just to test it out, right? We did it when we do it for about like, because the last 2 weeks, I think we've done it for like the first half of Thursday Night Football, and it's been really, really fun. It's been fun. Sam says TS clearance isn't hard to... Oh, so Sam says it's government related. We used to be part of the Air Force. Gotcha, okay. TS clearance isn't hard to get, but if you go through as a civilian, it takes a long time, process, interview, and could cost upwards of $30K. Join Space Force and it's free. Damn. All right, Raul, you're gonna have to suck up to Sam a little bit to get that good recommendation. It'll be, listen, man, listen to my Space Force boss. You know, I know this great guy from this random ass fantasy channel that I you know, partake in, and I think he'd be a great candidate to get some, you know, super top secret clearance for our government. Gotta work your angle. Wait, sorry, where did I send my email to, Omen? So I will give you guys enough time before the playoffs start. It will be on one of my videos that I'll upload, and we'll just do everything in the comments section so we can keep everything consolidated. Brick says 194. Yeah, for sure. Just copy. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Guys, get excited. I think it's gonna be really fun. And again, depending on how big it is, we could probably figure out a price, but we'll figure something out fun. Brooks says Brendan Cooks or Crowder. I like Brendan Cooks a little bit more, Brooks. You know, him and Fuller are both heavily used in an office, and Crowder, his target, I didn't love last week. He was redeemed by a touchdown, but I think it was like three targets at most, so it wasn't great. Austin, what's up? Matthew Stafford or Taysom Hill for quarterback. As much as I don't like Stafford tomorrow, if he plays, it's very, very risky to start Taysom tomorrow. Very, very risky. I don't know that he's started a full game. Maybe he has, but like I just don't know enough about Taysom Hill to confidently say, hey, start Taysom tomorrow. So I would go Stafford here. Jameson says my team's average. I'm 6-4 on the year. Not having Josh Allen with him on bye doesn't help, but I'm debating these four, and I have to start 2: Amari Cooper, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, and Deontay Johnson. So Jameson, if I were you, I would go T. Higgins there and Deontay Johnson. T. Higgins, he's your most consistent wide receiver there, right? Deontay Johnson, he's a beast when he's healthy, and he's got a really good matchup. In my start set video this week, I actually have him as my start of the week. Amari, you know, being on Dallas without us knowing who the quarterback is, it's hard to say like what's what, right? So question mark there. Justin Jefferson probably should get us tomorrow, but you know, we've been talking about it. The matchup is too good against the Cowboys, right? So they might just honestly run it with Dalvin Cook and Madison a lot. So I think your safest two bets are T. Higgins and Deontay Johnson, assuming he doesn't like break a leg in the first quarter. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not controlling that. Yeah. If you guys want, go post a link in just one of the latest videos and go do that, yeah. Elijah says, have to stream this week with Allen on bye, Taysom or Wentz. I still go with Wentz here, Elijah. I can't trust Taysom right now without knowing or seeing him as like a full-time quarterback. You know, maybe someone else has more insight on him, but it's tough. Jacob says Crowder was limited last week, I'm pretty sure. Exactly. And that's the thing is, you know, it could be it, but I think, because it was Crowder or someone else, right? I'm trying to see. But like Brandon Cooks, I really like. I really like Brandon Cooks and Fuller, and it's crazy that they're both staying healthy and relevant. So Declan says the Saints claim Jameis isn't even a game plan player, but I think it's a good play if you can get him in tight. Yeah, if you can get him in tight end, that's great. I have him in tight end, and I think that's gonna be fun. I don't know. I have a small gut feeling Jameis will come in, but I really don't know. Nova, what's up? True that home slice, for sure. Ben, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Do I start Chubb or James Robinson for full PPR? Is it okay to start Michael Thomas? You go Chubb over James Robinson tomorrow purely because of the matchup. If you have to start Michael Thomas, go for it. If you can start James Robinson over Michael Thomas, that's fine. But Michael Thomas, there's a lot of, I'm a little bit worried about. Scary Terry or Ridley? I go Scary Terry here. You know, he's like pretty much the only weapon that Alex Smith has, and yeah, I like that. Because who's ATL playing tomorrow? ATL is playing Falcons schedule. I mean, the Washington has a really good schedule, right? Falcons are playing Saints. So I think I would, if it were me, I would probably go Scary Terry here. Let's see. Yeah, I like Terry here. Ben says, thank you. I found your, I'm a sub. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, let's see where we're at. Cause I gave us a limit of 930. It's 930 now. Are we at 200 for the beer chug? Because if we're at 200, I absolutely will chug a beer for you guys right now. Let's see. We're at 197, guys. All right, we'll give it, just cause we're so close, we'll give it 5 more minutes, but I'm absolutely gonna stop at 9:35 my time because I will be coming back like literally like 2.5 hours later. But right now with yeah, Ben, thank you for the sub. We're at 197, so we get 3 more subs within the next 5 minutes, next 4 minutes now, because I'm gonna be strict on this. We're gonna chug a full beer, and then we're gonna do some more fun stuff tonight. Jacob says, I'm shocked at how healthy Fuller has been. I know, right? It's just another 2020 crazy thing. Toby says, I will paste the link in the last video. Yeah, for sure. And hey, I know some other viewers have actually done leagues together, draft leagues. So yeah, just go ahead and use that as a forum right now. Declan says, Cherry's a stud for sure. Crackness says, I like Cherry's scary. Season truly scary. There you go. Jacob says, Chubb over J-Rob 1000%. I agree. Purely based on the matchup. Toby says, put in the last live stream chat. There you go. Comments, yeah, for sure. Jacob says, Scary Terry's so underrated. I agree. I agree. It's 12:30. Yeah, Cracknell, you need to get to sleep, man. It's past your bedtime. But I appreciate you stopping by. Toby says, Jacob, for real, for real. All right. Well, hey, guys, I mean, like, we may not hit 200 by, you know, 3 minutes from now, but guys, this was awesome. All you new viewers, I appreciate you so much for coming by. Please stop by more streams. We have a really fun time here. And if anyone is West Coast or it's just a night out, we will be streaming in about 2.5 hours now. Since we went a little bit late, let's just call it 12 a.m. Pacific. We'll jump on stream again and talk for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just kind of hang out. But hey, guys, like I said, if we hit 200 tonight, chat will be fun, stream will be fun, and we'll be doing some fun stuff. But man, guys, again, I know this sounds super cliche and cheesy, but I very much appreciate all of you guys. I was planning to just jump on for like an hour while my food got here, and all of a sudden we jumped from 80 subs to 197. That's crazy. That's crazy. You guys are the best. Jay Dizzle, Gio or Duke start? I like Gio. Jay, I don't like Duke. I tell my chat, I just don't like him as a running back. Gio has been great. In absence of Mixon, so I go him. One more, man. I'm so damn close, Ty says. Where are we at? 199, guys. All right, we got 2 more minutes. Well, let's see. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds, okay? I'm gonna refresh exactly at 9:35. And if we hit 200, we're gonna chug a beer. If we don't, we'll try and hit it for the late night stream. Declan says, yeah, it's late over here on the West Coast. Declan, which part of East Coast are you from? Ernest says, is Z coming back to regular from this week? He could be, right? He's starting to trend up a little bit more and a little bit more. I think he could have a good game. The Vikings defense is not good. I think, you know, if he has a good game, it might very well be this week. So, Massachusetts. Okay, are you a Patriots fan, Declan? Isaac, welcome. Claypool or Chark? I like Claypool a little bit more. They have a really good matchup this week. I don't know if I believe Zeke is the future. I mean, once Dak is back, he'll be 100% fine. Tim, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Tim, you're nearing the end of the stream here. I will be back later tonight, but hey, really good to see you. Savastano. I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Please help, Cooper Kupp or Marvin Jones? Let me just look at these lineups. I'm leaning. I go Kupp here. Yeah, Tim, go ahead with the question for sure. We'll do Tim as the last question, then we'll end it. Ernest says, what time is late night stream? It will be about 2.5 hours from now, around 12 a.m. PST. Where are we at? Isaac says, I like the early Christmas tree. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, we just need to put the ribbon around it, right? It looks horrible right now. Tim says, do I sell Michael Thomas now after Tatum started? I would try and sell him if you can, but at this point you might as well wait, right? But we'll see what happens. I'm a little low on Michael Thomas right now. Polly, you're welcome. Thank you for coming by. Pat Station for sure this year has been a wake-up call, but it's well overdue. Yep. I know, you guys have been very spoiled. Late night stream will be around. Yeah, exactly. Ray C, who do I start? This will be an absolute last question. Ray C, who do I start? I had to sit Chu, J-Rob, Hunt, Gibson, Clyde, and... Ooh. I would probably sit, if you had to, I would probably sit Clyde and... That's a really tough one. Maybe Clyde and J-Rob, or maybe Clyde or Hunt. Maybe Clyde and Hunt. That's so tough. Actually, you know what? Let's go Clyde and Gibson here. Let's go Clyde and Gibson here. Big T says start Taysom Hill over Mark Andrews and TJ Hudson. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. If you can. If anyone who can chat, anyone who can start Taysom Hill and tight end, you start them tomorrow. That's not done. All right, 9:35, guys. We're going to refresh. Where are we at? 199, guys. We didn't meet it. We didn't meet it. Sorry. We had a hard cutoff at 9:35, so hey, that just makes more excitement for excitement for the late night stream, okay? But yeah, guys, for everyone who just came through, we're ending the stream soon. We'll just get through this really quickly. Big T, start Taysom Hill. Yeah, so we said that already. Big T just subbed. Did we get 200, guys? All right. Oh boy. All right. Let me take a quick peek rate just for you guys. You know, we won't be too strict. All right, we got the boy. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna take a pee break. We're gonna come back fresh and ready, and we'll chug the beer. Okay? give me a minute. Damn boys, I really should have stuck to my ground here and said no, huh? I feel like I could, man, but just for you guys. All right, I got you guys. Hey guys, let's just look at it. Sorry, I feel bad. So let's just get these questions through. But any other questions after this, either come back to this late night stream in about 2.5 hours or post in the comments and I will get to it before tomorrow for sure. B Silva says start Tebow PPR, Gio, Balazs, Jefferson, Claypool, Jonathan. I would go Claypool in either Balazs or Gio, but I like Balazs, so I would say maybe Claypool and Balazs. But hey guys, we're gonna get fancy with a Miller Lite. Gotta cool it down because last time I did this, guys, it was very cold. So hey guys, let's you guys, I'm gonna do some ASMR for you guys here. Oh man, this is dirty. Give me a second. All right, so guys, we are officially at 202 subs. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't think, obviously, it's just compared to all the other great fantasy YouTubers and streamers out there, it's a very, very small number, but guys, it means a lot to me, and I really appreciate all of you guys who've been here, since day one, since last week, whatever it is. You guys are the best. So here's to our first 200, to 200 more. I'm gonna crack it, and hopefully I don't, hopefully I don't make a fool of myself chugging on live stream. Oh man, so good, right? Miller Lite. All right, guys, cheers, and let's hope everyone gets a big W tomorrow, all right? Here we go. Holy cow. Same as last time. It's so cold. It like hurts right here, because that's straight out of the beer fridge and it's so cold. Oh my god. This right here, it's not from the beer, it's me getting emotional because you guys are so good. It's so cold though, actually. It hurts. Okay, I'm okay. I promise you guys, like, I know how to chug a beer. I like, you know, I know that doesn't look good for me. The burps are still there, you guys. It's like stuck right now. I feel like this air bubble, like right here on my chest. I'm trying to burp it out, but oh, all right, guys. Well, hey, listen, because we hit 200, and I promise you guys, if we hit 200 by the end of the weekend, we're gonna do some fun stuff tonight. So, if anyone's here tonight, up at 12 a.m. Pacific, we're gonna do some. We're gonna have a fun stream, is what I'll say. Okay, we're gonna do some fun stuff, and we'll see where we go from there. Let me just see if I can get through a few quick. Let me just make sure I can get to a few quick questions, and we do have to end because I do have to bounce. But let me see. Big T says, I like these small channels and big channels. You never get your question. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's our goal, is to get everyone's questions here. Clock. Yeah, you were probably number 200, so you know. Thank you for there, aka Beer of Champions for sure. Mr. OMF God, Sid Jefferson, Vic Higgins, or Claypool. That's a tough one. I'd probably say Claypool or Jefferson here. Eddie says 2 or Alex. I like Alex Smith a slightly more because we know his floor is gonna probably be like 16 points. Gotta start somewhere for sure. Cheers to you, Sam, as well. Easy claps, yeah. How you burp so fast? That's funny. Let's see. In the great works of a great big man named Zaza, nothing easy. There you go. The kids in here, yeah. E-Man, I don't know. I don't see any messages from you, E-Man, but post in my comments. Post in my comments if you have a question. I'll get to you. Yeah, I don't think I saw it, because if we saw your message deleted, it would say like E-Man with the message deleted, but I don't think I saw any of that. But yeah, for sure. But hey, all of you new guys tonight, thank you so much. We'll be back on live 2.5 hours from now, so just around midnight Pacific time. So and E-Man, we'll get to your question, guys. Actually, last question with E-Man here. So who would you start for PPR? T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson, Deontay, Kalen Ballage, AJ, or I'm worried about. Don't worry about benching Brown this week, right? If you need a wide receiver and flex, I really like Deontay Johnson or T. Higgins. T. Higgins, like, it's hard for me to bench, so I would probably go T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, then Jefferson. As for running back, I like Balash or E-Man. All right, but guys, thank you so much for all the support tonight. We'll see you guys back here around 12 a.m. Pacific. I'll just go online or follow on Instagram. You know, all of you guys subbed, so you get the notifications as well. But yeah, for sure, E-Man, and thank you. And sorry, like, streams and questions are usually not this short. I've just been live a little bit longer than I should be, but I will be back tonight. So hope to see at least some of you guys tonight. We're gonna have a lit stream tonight. It's gonna be fun. So thank you all, and I'll see you guys soon. Good night to anyone else.
Your belief, not gonna be alright. Your belief, can't take. Your belief, not gonna.